I'm just gonna keep it short. The Portals UI just sucks, and since it seems like Bungie isn't going to change it like anytime soon, I'm gonna fix it. That's entirely what the vid is. So let's get into it. But I do want to ask you real quick too. Subscribe, like, comment, and all that stuff first. Anyways, like I said, let's get into it. So what I've done is I've very poorly photoshopped up what I'd want the portal to look like. I'm not a graphic designer, so it's gonna look like shit, okay? Alright, so anyways, to start with, I'll walk through the changes. The director. This, I do want to say though, was inspired by a piece of art I found on Twitter. It's on screen right now if you want to see it. But anyways, what I've done is I've moved the tower down, pushed the pale heart up, and made it look like it was looking down on Earth. And then I moved the playlist nodes to sort of wrap around the traveler, and I've also thrown Kepler in the middle. So the reason I designed it like this is because I made it with a case in mind of if Bungie removed the portal. That's why the playlist nodes are still there. You also probably saw the solo ops icon. That's because that's placeholder for whatever the seasonal hub icon would be. And the reason I put that there is because I actually do like the seasonal hub, so I would want Bungie to keep it. And if they do keep it but remove all the portal stuff, that's what that's for. If they don't, though, just remove that. Also, I would make it so that every planet's name on the director would like how Mars's name in like the bottom left is because I think that is, in my opinion at least, more immersive and just looks better. If Bungie does decide to keep the portal though for this, just to get rid of the seasonal hub thing along with the playlist nodes because those would all be useless since seasonal hub would be in the portal and the playlist nodes, well, they're useless, so just get rid of them. Keep the legends tab though because it's got those two raids in it. All right, now onto the portal. I've removed the tower icon as well as Kepler because they're destinations, so they would go under the director. I've also removed whatever that thing in the bottom right corner was because I'm gonna be honest, I don't think a single person has ever used it, and it's literally just the match made strikes and fire team ops. I also consolidated the solo and fire team ops into one singular node, Vanguard ops. I took that, the Pinnacle ops, and the Crucible nodes, and I've arranged them along with the placeholder for a different seasonal hub icon because those bar icons suck and I hate them. And I've also arranged them in a way so that Bungie could like run little lines across them to make them resemble the Destiny tricorn. And I do think that would be a pretty cool visual thing. Now for what the nodes would look like. Vanguard ops, I just put the solo and fire team ops in there, obviously because I know obviously these are placeholder icons because the current ones are kind of lifeless. I also threw in Pathfinder because, well, Bungie in the first place just shouldn't have ever removed it. For the Pinnacle Ops node, I threw Conquest in the center because they're the hardest piece of content in the game. So putting them in the center and making them the first thing that draws your attention in a node called Pinnacle Ops seems kind of fitting to me. Plus them being in this seasonal hub, just I don't know why it's there. It doesn't make sense. I've also started with all the different nodes like Onslaught, Exotic Missions, the Coil, Prison of Elders, and Dungeon Layers. Because again, like I said before, I think that would look nice. Oh yeah, Pathfinder's there too. Crucible I'm not doing because it would it would just look the same as it did before the portal. I'm gonna be honest, that UI was already good, fine, it fit, so just reverting it back would be the right choice. And obviously, again, Pathfinder would be there. All right, now for what pops up for when you're actively selecting an activity. It will look similar to what shows up when you're selecting stuff for a private Crucible match. It's obviously not going to look identical, but it is going to look similar. Where the game type of match things are, it would be where you would either select to play the playlist, or like the match play playlist, or individually select the strikes. Below that, where the match time limit selection thing is where you could access the challenge card if Bungie does keep that. The artwork on the left would represent each map. The artwork on the left that represents each different like Crucible map would instead be the artwork that represents every single strike. And the maps on the right would the maps on the different like little maps on the right would be the individual strikes. And that there is how I would fix the Portals UI. As you can see, it's really easy. Bungie's just really lazy. If you agree or disagree with any of the changes or have any ideas of your own on how you would fix the Portals UI, let me know in the comments as I like to see that stuff. Subscribe if you like this video and you would want to see more content like this. If you like the video, obviously, and share. Anyways, that's the video. Bye.